Lowcountry town in the spotlight. The new movie Suncoast filming out on Isle of Palms today.
Couldn't think of a better place. The film starring Woody Harrelson, Laura Linney is filming all over the area. They were in Moncks Corner recently from Mount Pleasant, including James Island as well.
And our Kennedy Buck went to set today and found out a little bit more about the movie and why the Lowcountry is a Hollywood favorite.
October on Isle of Palms tends to be quiet, but Thursday, Ocean Boulevard was bustling.
Because we're shooting a beach scene and it's actually a Super Bowl party and two of our protagonists are at the bar.
The crew for the movie Suncoast says they chose Isle of Palms because of the small town atmosphere and its beautiful beaches.
So we've been here since August. We're in love with Charleston and the people that live in this wonderful city. We're actually cheating it for Florida.
South Carolina sets aside almost $16 million a year for film incentives, which allows in-state production. Staff from the Film Commission office look forward to putting small towns on the map.
You look at a crew base, when you look at how many people, these productions employ, it gives our citizens a chance, not only behind the camera, but even in front of the camera.
And Charleston is a favorite location for blockbuster projects, like Outer Banks, The Righteous Gemstones, The Notebook, and the Halloween movie series. Besides a new movie bringing excitement to the Lowcountry, it also brings more money in for small businesses.
And the flower shops are busy, and the dry cleaners are busy, and the restaurants are all busy, and it's good business.
Thanks, Jarrison. Well, last month we spotlighted Friendship AME Church in Mount Pleasant when churchgoers packed up 160 cases of water and drove 10 hours to Jackson, Mississippi to help those there with their ongoing water crisis. Well, yesterday morning the church drove to Fort Myers, Florida to deliver donations to areas affected by Hurricane Ian. Our Kennedy Buck spoke with church leadership today on their continued mission to help others. Kennedy.
Hey, Natalie. So members of the congregation tell me traveling 10 hours to help communities in need has never felt like an obligation, but it was simply their responsibility as Christians. Friendship AME Church may be located in Mount Pleasant, but for them, location does not matter to perform a good deed.
Yes, we went to Florida, to an area that has been devastated by all of the hurricane action that took place several weeks ago. It's apocalyptic. It's one of the saddest scenes that I've ever witnessed in my life.
Early Saturday morning, 8 members of the congregation packed up a bus full of items to deliver to Fort Myers, Florida. Church members stepped up without hesitation.
And to see such a dire need, there was lines of people that were lining up at this distribution center at this church, receiving water, receiving toiletries, receiving food, receiving assistance with FEMA and other agencies in order to try and provide a somewhat normal life for themselves and their families.
Donations came through a collection called the Lord's Pantry, a place for storage where the community could stop by and drop off needed items.
And that's where the Lord Pantry comes in. We are there to actually assist. We're there to bring a glimmer of hope.
Turner says she helped out because she was once in need after a similar event.
Actually, it went back to reality because I am a Hugo survivor. I'm homegrown local, basically. So I was here doing Hugo, and it actually took me back to what we went through in 1989 when Hugo was hit here at Charleston.
Friendship AME Church wants the community to know you should always lend a helping hand because you could be the next one who needs it.
The message is that it could be us, and at some point it might be us. So let's do right by our brothers and sisters and do all we can. As Scripture says, the question was imposed, am I my brother's keeper? And it's very important for us to keep others just as we want to be kept.
Alzheimer's Association is continuing their fight to end ALZ today. Hundreds of Charleston residents gather at Riverfront Park to walk, raising funds for Alzheimer's care. This is the world's largest event hosted in support of Alzheimer's patients. The walk has already raised over $156,000 to advance research and funding to find a cure. And the American Lung Association hosted its 14th annual walk and run to raise awareness for lung cancer. Around 250 cancer survivors and those honoring loved ones participating. Our Kennedy Buck spoke to some of those people who hear how lung diseases have impacted their lives.
According to the American Lung Association, lung cancer is one of the leading causes for cancer deaths worldwide. So on Sunday, when Lung Force hosted its 14th annual run and walk to raise awareness, for some, it was a no-brainer to participate.
Honestly, if you can't breathe, you can't run, so I think a run is a perfect event to support lung health.
Lung Force's mission is to bring together people across the country who have been impacted by lung health issues.
Finished treatment last July. Yeah, so I just hit a year of clean scans, and I got to have my port out about a month ago. So
Anna Holloway, a lung cancer survivor, has been cancer-free for a year now. And when reflecting on her treatment, it still brings her to tears.
Last year when I had finished treatment, I think I probably cried almost the whole way, and it's still emotional this year, having my family be able to come, and then just hearing other survivors' stories too, and then people that are walking in honor of those that they've lost. I mean, it's just inspiring just to be around everyone. And
others decided to walk to remember a loved one.
So today's actually my dad's 10-year anniversary from his passing. So this is his 10th year. He passed away in 2012, so from lung cancer. So specifically for me, I'm out here raising awareness for him, lung cancer. And
participants hope that by sharing their story, it will encourage people to check on your body, even if nothing is wrong.
I think making just the awareness of lung cancer and lung disease and becoming an advocate yourself, you just never know who can be impacted by this. And so I think it's important to listen to your body. If something's not right, check it out, advocate for yourself. And